your latch. The latch is the beginning and the end. Like, the latch is everything. The latch was the reason why I was crying those first couple weeks, and the latch is the reason why I am happy today and making this video for you. Don't worry, I have great resources for you on that latch. Welcome to my channel. My name is Margaret, aka Ahoufe and Maggie. If you're returning, thank you for coming again. And if it's your first time joining, welcome to our community. I just wanted to say a big thank you on the reception of my last video, which was how to pass on African culture to your kids, even if you don't speak an African language. The video did really well and I'm really excited. I'm really happy about all the new people who have joined our community on the back of that video. So today we're going to be talking about breastfeeding. This video came as a request. I posted a question on my Instagram and many of you gave different suggestions and quite a few of you wanted to talk about breastfeeding. So here we are today. If you're really struggling to feed your baby, if you like to find out how to move past the period of cracked, painful nipples into the heavenly picture of a yummy mummy feeding her loving, adoring child, keep watching for tips, tricks, and resources that helped many mothers, including myself, smash breastfeeding. If you end up liking this video, please let me know by hitting the like button below, commenting yummy mummy, and sharing this video with a friend. I'm a first-time mother to a bubbly, very vocal 7-month-old who I'm still breastfeeding today alongside purees and finger foods. I breastfed her exclusively to 6 months. The first couple weeks, asked my husband, asked my mother, I was crying. Nipples were cracked, dry, painful, bleeding. It wasn't nice at all. It was so painful. I was scared of her. I even called her the nipple monster, but then I thought that was a little rude, so I renamed it to Nipple Princess. It wasn't a good experience. I was so like, ooh. So how did I get from there to where I am today, happily breastfeeding? Stay tuned. In this video, I'll go through the key things that helped me on my breastfeeding journey. Also, please note, I'm not a doctor or a lactation specialist, nor is breastfeeding for everyone. So this is not trying to force people to breastfeed. Fed is best. But if you really want to breastfeed, try the following steps, come back to me, let me know if they worked. And also stay tuned to the end because I'm gonna give some free additional resources that can help you on your breastfeeding journey. Stay tuned to the end and I'll have all those resources for you. Twist out. First off, you need the essentials. So first category, essentials. So the first thing you're going to need if you want to be off to a good start with breastfeeding is a good, comfortable nursing bra. When you are pregnant, your boobs, I guess, get bigger and leak. Mine didn't really get bigger. I didn't even know I would have any milk because mine stayed the same. But after you give birth, girl, when the milk comes in, it's just like, so you need something flexible. Your baby feeds like 1,000,000 times a day. So you also need a nursing bra that just easily opens. Flexible nursing bras. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them like a lot of different places. You need a good nipple cream. I used this nipple cream that my good friends got me. I'll link it below. Earth Mama Organics Organic Nipple Butter. I used this when it was like no-go zone. Then when it was a bit more contained, I used just normal shea butter. I have that on my website at ahoufemaggie.com. The next thing that you need is a good, comfortable couch or chair and a footstool or something to put your feet up on. You want to be able to lay back, hold the baby, and just like lean back and relax and have peace. And then you also want, I think anyway, a really good pump. So this is my pump. It's a hospital grade double breast pump, so you can pump both boobs at the same time. And this is like the little flange, it sticks on your boobs and it fills up the bottle. Really good because it is has a battery, rechargeable battery as well, so you don't always need to have it plugged in. You can charge it and then it goes for like 3 hours. And also to go along with the pump, a pumping bra. So this is like a bandeau kind of pumping bra. And it has holes here for the phalange to go in. So you can pump both boobs at the same time and be hands-free and do other things. It's helpful. And supposedly it helps increase your milk supply as well by like 18% or 20%. So those are some of the essentials you'll need if you plan on being like an exclusive breastfeeder, I guess. Especially if you're going back to work, pump is really good. Next thing, you need to let the baby suck your boobs. This is gonna help you establish your milk supply, maintain your milk supply, get used to breastfeeding, fixing your latch. This is the best method for increasing your milk supply. You need to nurse as much as possible when the baby wants it on demand and also when you feel full. You can't overfeed a breastfed baby. it's good to start as soon as possible, like right after giving birth in the hospital, to just get straight to nursing or supplementing if you can, because that will help establish your breast supply and help start off the breastfeeding experience. It's good to avoid dummies / pacifiers for the first couple of months while your milk is still getting established, because anytime the baby sucks, you want it to be on your boobs. If they're sucking for comfort, your boobs. Sucking for crying, your boobs. Sucking for happiness, your boobs, because it helps stimulate your breast to make more milk. Breastfeeding has supply and demand. Next thing is your latch. The latch is so important. Breastfeeding classes, they mention how important the latch is. And when you're a new mom or a pregnant woman, you don't even know what that means. You're just like, oh, okay, latch. She'll latch on. She'll just grab it and, you know, start sucking and it'll be over. Girl, the latch is the most important part. The latch is the beginning and the end. The latch leads to whether you have a good experience or a bad experience. The latch is whether your nipples will be cracked or your nipples will be, you know, supple and happy. The latch is whether the baby gets enough milk or the baby don't get enough milk. Like, the latch is everything. But don't worry, I have great resources for you on that latch, because the latch was the reason why I was crying those first couple weeks, and the latch is the reason why I am happy today and making this video for you. The latch is everything. The latch. I'm gonna insert a picture of a good latch and a bad latch. Bad latches are very common, and I think, for me personally, I think it was because I just felt bad for the baby. I was like, oh, you know, let me just suffer through pain, sweet mother, the way you did suffer, you know. I felt like I should suffer for the baby. What is my comfort to the baby's food? But if the baby is not latched well, they're not getting enough food. Yeah, the latch helps prevent cracked and chapped nipples. It helps prevent mastitis. It keeps the baby and helps the baby drain the breast properly so that the baby gets all the milk that he or she needs, and which in turn also tells your boobs to make enough milk for the baby to have all the milk that they need. So it's a cycle. The cycle all works together. And then also this amazing video I found, it's like 4 years old or 5 years old. I found while I was crying, while I was in the trenches, linked below. Getting a good latch every time. I just followed the step-by-step baby on hand and did everything that she said, and it helped me. So getting a good latch every single time, linked below. Next one, persevere, 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 persevere. One thing my midwife really taught me about that helped me with the persevering is she made me aware of the second night syndrome. Apparently it's a hormonal thing whereby on the second night of a baby's life, they realize they're outside of the womb and they will cry uncontrollably. I don't know if every baby goes through this, but a lot do, and it's quite common. And so she warned me on my way home while we were in the car, actually, second night syndrome is going to come. The baby's going to cry. It's not your fault. It's not your milk supply. It's just hormonal, and the baby is just adjusting to the fact that they're outside of the womb now. Another thing along with persevering is to try different positions, try different holds. One thing I came to do, which is probably a bad habit looking back, maybe I shouldn't have done it, but night feeds were just like long to me, like having to get up out of bed, sit down, feed, go back to bed, sit up. So I just learned how to lie the child down next to me in a safe, non-SIDS risk way. So it was a way that my midwife taught me. I'll post a image here and link below talking about that way of letting the baby feed while sleeping. Try to nurse and pump as much as possible, especially in those first couple weeks. Like every couple hours, you need to have something on your breast, whether it's a baby's mouth or a flange. So baby's mouth, flange, or at the same time, I used to sometimes have the baby's mouth on one breast, pump the other, and switch. Is that how they do it? Is that how they do that dance? Anyways, look like corny auntie. Also bear in mind that the baby is also learning how to nurse. They didn't get a breastfeeding class like you did. They're learning the right groove. They're learning what they need to do to get the milk, and they're hungry at the same time. So we have to have patience with them. Do know that it gets much easier when the baby's mouth gets bigger. When the mouth starts to get bigger and you can fit more breast and nipple in, it's just getting through those first couple weeks and first couple months. It's not easy, but you will do it if you want to. And if you don't want to, it's fine, because fed is best. And then also some people have gone from breastfeeding, not had the best experience, went to formula, and then actually were able to bring themselves back to breastfeeding. There's one lady I really like her story. I'll link that below. Her name is Haley Page. and I liked her breastfeeding story because I felt like it was really inspiring to people who didn't have the best start, and she was able to, you know, come back from mastitis and other struggles with her breastfeeding and end up actually breastfeeding her child because that's what she wanted. So if you're suffering from painful, cracked nipples, please look at that video about how to get a good latch every single time. If you're looking for milk encouraging foods, subscribe and hit the notification bell because my next video is gonna go over that. And that will help you have all the food to get all the milk for your baby. If you liked this video, like, share with a friend, subscribe. Please try these tips, check out the resources, and let me know how you're getting on. Come back and comment, come back and let us know how it's going. And any other mummies who are following me, please leave your tips below for breastfeeding. Let us all know, let us learn, let me learn, and let's just share and have a good, you know, collaborative community. Also, join me on my website, ahoofemaggie.com. I have shea butter, I have African style baby wraps, I have the Ghana travel guide, I have some other little goodies for you, so you can go and check that out. And then you can also follow me on Insta. And if you watched all the way to the end, please put a kiss emoji so I can know that you were here.